On 2K Sports, can't wait to get some NBA action going. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge.
Here we go.
Now, Koulibaly. Pass to Ayton. And here's Chalmers from the arc. Lets it go from deep. Wembanyama with the rebound.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving.
And Mario Chalmers gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Driving to the basket. Banchero inside. Pass to Whitmore. Clock at 6. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Chalmers outside. Ayton a screen. On the wing, Koulibaly. Over Banchero. Koulibaly, no good.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Here's Wembanyama. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Here's Whitmore. And Whitmore throws it down.
Oh, man, when Cam Whitmore throws it down, you feel bad for the rim.
Good on the three-point shot. Chalmers has got 5.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And Whitmore throws it down.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Ayton a screen. Puts up a deep 3. Mobo with the rebound. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And it's Whitmore missing. Here we go, one-on-one. There's Jackson with the 3. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
And between his footwork and height, Jackson is a tough matchup for defenders. Here he takes full advantage and draws the foul.
In the corner, it's Whitmore.
team foul. Tomorrow. First personal foul. Second team foul.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Here's Whitmore. Outside for Wembanyama. Shot clock at 6. From outside the arc. And the rejection by Ayton. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. Here's Wembanyama. Shot clock at 2. And they recover it. Second shot opportunity.
I'll tell you what, Ayton is a very good defender. Moves his feet well and has the length to alter shots.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Outside for Jackson. Jackson with the screen. Bangs home the trifecta.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Now, here's Banchero. Still without a basket.
Oh, big-time dunk by Banchero. I like seeing the aggressive side of this young man.
Jackson from long range. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Pass to Kamare. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Now, here's Chalmers. And Mario Chalmers gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Third team foul.
Banchero looking around. 5 on the clock. Right wing. Goes up the baseline. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. .20 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside for Jackson. Count the basket. And that's now 6 points for Jaren Jackson.
And how about the strength of Jackson there? Uses it whenever he's going up inside and fighting through the contact. That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close.
The visiting team
Leading by 4. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Coach, only 2 players have led the NBA in blocks as a rookie. Manute Bol and our favorite Victor Wembanyama.
Well, Kevin, Wembanyama is already special defensively, not only as a shot blocker, but the amount of ground that he can cover to affect shots. And there are people around the league that believe that he can become the best defender of all time.
I love the confidence. Ayton knows he must continue to hone his jumper, especially shooting it off the catch.
A 3 from Wembanyama. It fails to fall. Now shooting just a little better than 50%. 5 for 9. And Cam Whitmore picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Chalmers looking around. They set the screen. Jackson in the corner. Pass to Kamare. Launches it. Wembenyama with the rebound.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Banchero outside. No good with the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Kamare. Koulibaly with it. Got a piece of it. Pass to Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And how about Banchero showing some passion there, going in hard and finishing right at the rim.
Koulibaly, no good. Chalmers outside. Outside for Wembenyama. Pass to Whitmore. Just 5 on the clock. Goes up on the wing. Here's Chalmers. Kicks it out to Banchero. Wembenyama outside. Shoots the 3. Oh, 3 ball. Wembenyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Trains the 3-pointer. Jackson's got 9 points.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Changes up, and Chalmers with the layup. He's got 9.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
Outside for Wembenyama. Back to Banchero. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on 18.
Yeah, easy call.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And a big man who can do a little bit of everything. Banchero's future is certainly bright.
Pass to Banchero. From about 16. Here's Mobo. 6 to shoot. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
Here's Whitmore. No good on the triple. And now Banchero pushing it up, and no one back to stop him.
And this kid is just a natural-born scorer. Banchero can post you up, face you up, and also beat you in transition.
Outside for Wembenyama. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here. Well, keeping his eyes up, coaches love to see that kind of anticipation.
And he's good on the 3-ball. 9 seconds left from the first half of basketball. Can they get it? Whitmore. That'll do it for the first half. Leading by 7. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Here's Black. Pass to Koulibaly. Over in the corner, Reddish. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Reddish has got his first 3 points of the game.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Over to the wing. Pass to Mobo. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Koulibaly with it. Going inside. Reddish grabs the rebound.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Banchero inside. Makes it off the glass. Banchero's got his second bucket.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through.
Back in 2022, the #1 overall pick was Paolo Banchero. What do you think of his game?
You have to love his game, Kevin. I mean, handles the ball as a big guy at 6'10", makes plays for other people, scores, gets to the free throw line. All-star game in his second year. And on that team, he has really, really looked to defend. This guy's future is bright.
And their coach is another guy from the Seattle area, right? Who has come on the NBA and starred.
There have been quite a few of them.
Here's Black. Threw it on the triple. Black's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part. Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
To the paint. Here's Mobo. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Always a threat to score. Banchero, that time with a sweet find.
Koulibaly, no good.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass to Ellison. There's the screen. Here's Black.
Timeout, timeout.
The first overall pick, and Stan, we have seen this kid, 6'10" Paolo Banchero. How impressive have you assessed his passing skill?
Well, Kevin, it was the thing that surprised me most about him when he came in the NBA. I knew he could put the ball on the floor and attack the basket, get to the free throw line, but he is one of the best big playmakers in this league, making the game easier for all of his teammates.
Wow, what a great asset.
You aren't kidding.
And the wide open shot from Reddish. Hits it from three-point range. Reddish has got 6.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open three.
Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish. Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
First team foul.
And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Banchero with the ball. Now guarded by Fareed. And Banchero, here we go. 6 on the shot clock. Mobo can't hit.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And it's slammed in by Fareed.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Buries the long-range jumper. Banchero's got 5 points in the quarter. Sinks the triple.
love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And Reddish with the slam.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Here's Black. He's got 8. Pass to Mobo. The 3. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. First free throw is good.
Mobo. 3 shots.
Good on the second free throw. And he nails the third.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Now, Koulibaly. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And here comes the break. Here's Reddish. Ellison with the rebound. Here's Bankero. Pass to Ellison. Here's Mobo. There's the 3. Trains it from beyond the arc. Mobo's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Driving inside. A nice shot by Black.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Away team foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
First personal foul. 4th team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
And the biggest reason Bankero went first overall, Paolo brings your playmaking ability at 6'10". He's got a very rare skill set for that size.
Wembanyama, a screen. Mobo. And the rejection by Eaton. Here's Mobo. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Up by 15. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. This is Chalmers up top. Outside for Jackson. And stolen by Wembanyama. Whoops, they pick off the pass. On the wing, Koulibaly. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Pass to Ayton. Now Jackson. In the corner, it's Koulibaly. They get it back. Outside for Jackson. Takes the 3. Connects from 3-point range.
A big night for Jackson so far. He's a talented scorer and only getting better. Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Chalmers outside. Outside for Jackson. There's the triple. Mobo with the rebound.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Here's Chalmers. Stolen by Jackson. To the wing on the left. to the left wing. Here's Ayton. That three off the mark. Pass to Whitmore. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Kamare. In the corner, it's Koulibaly. Hits the three-point bomb. Koulibaly's got 6 here in this quarter.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
And Cam Whitmore picks up. The foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And stolen by Wembanyama.
Excellent anticipation there to come away with the steal.
Carries it from three-point range.
And this is crucial to Whitmore's development, wanting to continue to improve as a scorer.
Pass to Koulibaly. Now here's Ayton. The three. And the three ball is good.
Just a big man with a quality jumper. Ayton has a lot of confidence in that shot.
Here's Banchero. It's rebounded by Koulibaly.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Stolen away. Kicks it out to Banchero. And they get it back.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
And here's Chalmers from the arc. No good that time. Pass to Mobo. Misses off the right iron. Here's Kamare. Sweet little floater.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
They double team Wembanyama. And finished off by Banchero.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Pass to Ayton. Good, it's Chalmers with the assist that time.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Inside. And Wembanyama throws it down. And the home team has possession. There's Jackson with the three. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Pick off in midair. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Koulibaly, no good. Fast break, here they come. Here's Mobo. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And such great feel for the game. Whitmore knowing where his teammates are at all times.
To the wing right side. For the three. Rebounded by Chalmers. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. And so they get the victory here at home. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made
2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Hello, basketball fans. Brian Anderson here, courtside with Doris Burke and Grant Hill. Our reporter is Allie LaForce.
Here we go.
Koulibaly on the wing. From deep. And it's Whitmore with the rebound.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation.
That's an encouraging sign for sure. Boy, when DeAndre Ayton is hustling and focused, he can send it back with the best of them.
The visitors with the ball. It's a three-point game. Here's Chalmers. Ayton with a screen. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
Personal foul.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Here's Chalmers. Wembanyama screen. And Banchero with it. Picked up by Koulibaly. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
He will muscle his way down the lane. Watch out when Banchero comes tumbling by.
Here's Kamari. To the paint. Jackson outside. Just 5 on the clock. It's tipped. Banchero drives. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Oh, so ferocious on the drive. I mean, have to be impressed watching Banchero just throw it down.
Jackson outside. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Banchero.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Jackson gets the bucket.
Yeah, the play naturally finds Jackson because he's so well positioned. He's right where his team needs him.
Outside Wembanyama. Left side Whitmore. They set a pick. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And Ayton with the stuff.
This is the kind of damage DeAndre Ayton can do if he gets the right positioning. Nicely done.
Wembanyama, no good.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter.
Away team foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
First personal foul.
Kick it out.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Pass to Wembanyama. The 3 is up. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Scouts love this from Wembanyama. A big who can hit smooth three-point shots.
Oh, got that one up quick. Kamari's got 6.
both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And that one's good. Whitmore.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Jackson gets the bucket.
And you know, his team wants Jackson Jr. to keep taking these threes, knowing it'll help open up this offense even more.
Pass to Mobo. Here we go. Here's Koulibaly. Three-pointer in transition.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
And it's Chalmers missing. Here's Kamari. And he dunks it down.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now here's Jackson. 5 points in the game. The three from Ayton. Hits the trifecta. He's got 5.
What a way to begin this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten. I know he wants to answer the three that was just made on the other end, but he can't let that affect his judgment. He's got to find the best shot possible.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Up by 15. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team. You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
Pass to Kamari. There's the triple. Kicks it out to Jackson. Three-pointer. Drills it from deep. Jackson's got 8.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
Outside Wembanyama. Puts up a 3. The big man, Wembanyama, sinks the 3.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Pass to Koulibaly. Takes the 3. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Strong anticipation from Jackson on the dish. Coaches love to see that out of their big men.
And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Ayton with it. Launches it. And it's Koulibaly with a rebound. And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Outside Wembanyama. Pass to Mobo. Back to Wembanyama. Oh, a great flush from Wemby.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
Here's Black. Banked it in off the glass.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Outside for Wembanyama. Got a hand on it. Going all the way to the rack. Here's Reddish. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. Here's Chalmers. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Oh, excellent work in transition. Pushing the ball up the floor like that helps you find easier shots.
Pass to Mobo. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Mobo's got his first basket.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Mobo. Outside for Wembanyama. Wembanyama powers it through inside.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value. And nice to see him delivering.
They set the pick. Driving inside. 1:52 left to play in the second quarter. Mobo can't hit.
Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
Oh, a huge slam! An exclamation point on that break.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And Caro outside.
Home team foul. Victor Wembanyama. Second personal foul. Checking in for your home team. Purpose at the center. Kenneth Fareed. Cam Reddish. Anthony Black.
Here's Black. Pass to Mobo. Here's Black. From the high post. And the shot goes down. Black's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Black. The kick out to Banchero. Banchero driving hard. Soft touch off the glass.
He will muscle his way down the lane. Watch out when Banchero comes tumbling by.
And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. 26 seconds left in the second quarter. Pass to Fareed. Driving in. Off with the layup.
Home team foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
First personal foul. First team foul.
That free throw no good.
Shooting for the away team.
And the second free throw is good. Now Reddish. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. But if it goes, that'll do it for the first half. Up by 15. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
The away team, 46.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Here's Black. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
It's on Bilal Coulibaly.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Chalmers. Pass to Jackson. Here's Fareed. Oh, sweet move. Rips it home off a terrific move.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Pass to Aiden. Koulibaly with it. Aiden with a screen. Back to Koulibaly. Clock at 4. And Bilal Koulibaly picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. Over to the wing. The 3 from Aiden. To the right side. Here's Kamari. Give him 8. Just 5 to shoot. Drops in the 3. Kamari's got 11 points.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Here's Ellison. Outside Koulibaly. It's not going to go for him.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Ooh, a little pass fake there. Froze the D. Nice move. 9 points in the game.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Koulibaly. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Koulibaly's got 5 points in the quarter.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Here's Fareed. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. The 3 from Aiden. It's hauled in by Black. And the call will be against Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul of the game.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Here's Banchero. He's got 7. The floater. Banchero uses his size down there.
Yeah, look at Banchero opting for the soft finish. Great to see him be so versatile with his offense.
Pass to Reddish. Here's Mobo. Just 4 to shoot. Banchero outside. Takes a 3. At the arc. Banchero finds his mark.
Yeah, look at Banchero. Reminding you he can shoot too.
Here's Whitmore outside. And he can't get that one. There's the 3. And it's Banchero with a 3. Banchero's got 8.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Tipped. In transition, here they come. Pass to Ellison. Nifty move. And he lays it in.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Outside Wembanyama. For 3. He drops it from range. He's got 17.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
It's deflected. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And that one's good. Whitmore. Pass to Ellison. Here's Black. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
Counted from distance.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Coach is not happy with their effort on the defensive glass. They're giving up way too many second chance points.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Five ticks left in the third quarter here. Whitmore goes in. And the deficit down inside single digits. Whitmore's got 5 points in the quarter. Points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Up by 9. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Here's Chalmers. The three is up. And the three-pointer goes.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
And that's an intentional foul.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
Whitmore over to help. Outside Koulibaly. Out left to the wing. The three from Ayton. Drains the triple.
Well, true to form in today's NBA, as a big man, DeAndre Ayton has face-up ability, and that's critical.
Here's Mobo. Oh! Wow! And he goes in for the dunk.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. Outside Whitmore. Sinks it from distance.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
And here's Ayton. Jacks up a three. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
Away team foul. Mario Chalmers. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Here's Whitmore outside. And Ayton pulls it down. Pass to Jackson. Ayton with a screen. Fires from deep. Knocks down the triple. Ayton's got 6 here in the quarter.
And how about the touch? DeAndre Ayton is a very capable jump shooter.
Here's Mobo. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
I'd like to see them run more plays for him. Maybe something in motion to make it harder for the defense to deny the ball.
Jackson can't get it to go. Right side Whitmore. Outside for Wembanyama. Stolen by Ayton. And they're on the run. Koulibaly on the wing. Pass to Ayton. 6 on the shot clock. Got a piece of it.
Oh, an active defender at 6'7". Whitmore is capable of coming up with these blocks.
Here's Kamari. Tries the spin move. With the spin. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. 1:50 left in the fourth. Oh, a sturdy shot from Victor.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Jackson gets the bucket.
They're really employing a deep-range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
And there's the call on Banchero. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
On defense, the visiting team. They led by as many as 18. He buries it from 3.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's gonna make you pay.
Jackson for 3. Fires in the triple.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Back to Koulibaly. Launches it from deep. It's rebounded by Banchero. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. And it's Chalmers missing.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Koulibaly. Offline with a 3. Pass to Wembanyama. From deep 3-point range. The shot no good. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Koulibaly. Lets the 3 fly. Sinks the tray. So it's the home team now. Trailing by 17. Pass to Mobo. 3-pointer. There's Jackson with the 3. No good. The visiting club takes the win on the road. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to
Tune in. To 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. With Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us as well.
Here we go.
Here's Wright. Outside Irving. Excellent D there from Williams.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
To the paint. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And we know about Oladipo as a scorer, but he's a team guy first and loves to make the right play.
And really, Stan, Victor Wembanyama has a chance to be one of those paradigm-shifting players. Don't you agree?
Oh, no doubt, Kevin. First of all, there are not going to be very many 7'4" guys come along and then come with the skills that he has on a court, the length, his mobility, how fluid he is. It's unprecedented.
Oladipo, left side. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Williams looking over the floor. Here's Wembanyama for three. And it's Irving with the rebound. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And Koulibaly gets it to go.
Yeah, way back when I started coaching, you never wanted a three-pointer on a fast break. Now, it's the shot teams are looking for.
Now, here's Oladipo. Pass to Mobo. Wembanyama, right side. Clock at 6. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Jackson with the screen. Koulibaly with it. He's defended by Koulibaly. Back to Irving. On the wing, Koulibaly. No good from 18.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Irving with it. Williams picks him up. And then Irving slams it in.
And you love the quick ups, but then how about that explosiveness on the finish? Irving, man, he just has incredible gift.
Connects from three-point range. Wembanyama's got 8 points. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, you look at the lead change, it's 6 already.
Pass to Koulibaly. They set the pick. The kick out to Wright. Back to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses
his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Now, here's Oladipo. Still yet to score. Here's Wembanyama. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Irving for three. The shot will not fall. 1:11 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Mobo. And here is Williams. To the inside. Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Now here's Jackson. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Jackson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Oladipo taking his time here. And then Oladipo with the jam.
And I love it whenever Oladipo gets tricky with it. Putting on a show for everyone with that one.
Down low. And stolen by Williams. Here's Mobo. Pass to Coulibaly. Here's Mobo. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Irving. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. They lead by a bucket. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a... And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
6 on the shot clock. And Williams, here we go. And it's slammed in by Williams.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Mobo gets the basket. Mobo's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Chalmers looking around. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Stolen by Chalmers. And oh, here we go. Chalmers has got it, the fast break chance. It's stolen by Oladipo. And stolen by Chalmers. And now Chalmers running the floor all by himself. Can't cash in from close range. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Rush. And Reddish with the slam.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Knocked away. It's stolen by Oladipo. Wembanyama, a screen. Right wing. Here's Mobo. And the layup is good.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Now, here's Chalmers. Pass to Reddish. Back to Chalmers. To the middle. And stolen by Wembanyama. It's Oladipo on the wing. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Now into the lineup.
Here's Oladipo. It's a three-point game. Here's Koulibaly. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Back to Chalmers.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Driving inside. Basket good.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Oladipo outside. Here's Wembanyama. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Checking in for the away team.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Jackson. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. A wide open look here for Oladipo. Off target with his 3. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
It's Jackson with the drive.
And a guy who can drive and finish with either hand. Jackson's tough to stop once he gets going downhill.
Here's Oladipo. And it's Irving with the rebound.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
Pass to Chalmers. Inside. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Chalmers has got 6 points in the quarter. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Wembanyama. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. And it's Irving with the rebound. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Just 4 seconds left in the first half. Here's Koulibaly. And the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Leading by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close to the game it's been so far. And here is Chalmers. Takes it inside. And Chalmers slams it in.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that, puts so much pressure on the defense.
Chalmers outside. Jackson looking it over. Back to Chalmers. Pass to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. Julius Erving comes up with the rebound. To the inside. Here's Koulibaly. And he uses the glass on the layup. Koulibaly's got 5 now.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's De Silva. Outside Jackson. And it's off from three-point range. Right around a minute and a half play here in the third quarter. And Dr. J slams it in.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
Give yourself a round of applause. Substitution on the court.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. So it's the visitors now. 8-point game. Jackson down low. Still without a basket. Shot clock at 6. Here's Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. And Mario Chalmers gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Coming onto the floor for the away team, number 22.
Shepard with the ball. Pass to Mobo. And the foul on Cam Reddish. That's his first foul.
First personal foul, second team foul.
On defense, the visitors. The kick out to Wright. Here's Reddish. Guarded by Jackson. Just 4 to shoot. And Reddish with the slam.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Chalmers outside. The layup missed. Right around 3 minutes into the second half.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Second team foul. Coming onto the floor for your home team.
1:56 left to play here in the third.
Mario Chalmers.
Now Jackson. Still scoreless. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Pass to Chalmers. Down low. Here's Shepard. And finished off by Shepard.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
They get it again. Mobo. Tries yet again. Good on the bucket. Mobo's got 7 points.
The second chance points are all about a lack of effort defensively. Those buckets would drive me nuts. Here's Chalmers. Tries again.
Pass to Ellison. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Now Reddish. Here's Ellison. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Chalmers outside. And Chalmers slams it in.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
Pass to De Silva. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Leading by 9. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Now here's Wright. There's the screen. And he lays it straight in.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game. And here is Williams. And there's the foul. It's on Koulibaly. That's his first foul.
Personal foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Home team on D. Wembanyama outside. 5 to shoot. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
Oladipo left side. And finished off by Oladipo.
And all that athleticism on display. Love whenever Oladipo puts his head down and just knifes to the rim.
It's deflected. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Irving. And Ayton throws it down.
Those are the kinds of plays that win games. Really savvy D, and give him credit for looking to go straight up the court with it.
Pass to Koulibaly. Wembanyama, a screen. On the wing, Williams. With a floater. And it's sent back by Irving.
And not many guys Irving's size are this good at blocking shots. Takes incredible timing and athleticism.
Back to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
Oladipo outside. Wembanyama, a screen. And Oladipo, here we go.
Too smooth. Oladipo down the lane with such ease. His agility really gives him an edge.
The kick out to Wright. Pass to Ayton. Back to Wright. There's the three. Good on the triple.
The late reaction defensively, he quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Here's Oladipo. And finished off by Oladipo.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. On the wing, Irving. Outside for Jackson. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
And how about the footwork? Check out those moves in the post and then the sweet finish to go along with it.
Excellent work around the basket. You're right, GA. There's 1:17 left in the game. Wembanyama, a screen. Oladipo outside. Over to the wing. From outside the arc. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Pass to Coulibaly. Back to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the play.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Wembanyama, a screen. Baseline J on the way. And it's Irving with the rebound. Pass to Ayton. Here's Wright. Oh, he jams it right over Wembanyama.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
And so the home crowd treated to a win. They won this game going away. They were the Thanks for tuning in to 2. Sports for this NBA presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And on the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Now, here's Oladipo. Pass to Mobo. Now, Koulibaly. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That doesn't fall. Can't drop his first shot. Ayton with it. In the corner, it's Koulibaly. Outside Irving. Here he goes. Excellent D there from Williams.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
And really, Stan, Victor Wembanyama has a chance to be one of those paradigm-shifting players. Don't you agree?
Oh, no doubt, Kevin. First of all, there are not going to be very many 7'4" guys come along. And then come with the skills that he has on a court, the length, his mobility, how fluid he is. It's unprecedented.
Now, here's Oladipo. Wembanyama, a screen. A 3-ball. They get the rebound. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Outside Williams. Clock at 6. Wembanyama outside.
Well, that's just a great feel for where the ball was going. He got himself in the right place and made the steal.
Irving misses. Here's Mobo. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Mobo. Guarded by Jackson. Koulibaly with it. Picked his pocket. Right. That's a 2-pointer. Offensive rebound. Here's Ayton. Got a hand on it. Pass to Mobo. The kick out to Oladipo. Drives to the hoop. And finished off by Oladipo.
Too smooth. Oladipo down the lane with such ease. His agility really gives him an edge.
Here's Wright. And Wright throws it down.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Now, here's Oladipo. He's got 5. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Wembanyama. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Substitution for the away team. Number 22, Cam Reddish.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. On the wing, Koulibaly to the inside. And Ayton gets double teamed. There's Jackson with the three. No good there. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
1:27 left to play in the first quarter. And here's Oladipo. And finished off by Oladipo.
Extra on that one, fellas. Nobody's stopping that.
Not when he comes in there with that tomahawk. That's just too much force. Now here's Wright. Now Ayton. Still yet to score. To the middle. And Wright throws it down.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Now, here's Oladipo. He has 7. And Wembanyama gets it to go.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Ayton. Reddish with the ball. 5 to shoot. Back to Ayton. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Oladipo outside. With the drive. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. They lead by 3. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
Here's Mobo. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Oladipo taking his time here. Pass to Wembanyama. Goes back up. Here's Mobo. Back to Wembanyama. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Here's Chalmers. Finish off the brace.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Pass to Koulibaly. Outside for Wembanyama. Wembanyama, what a high release on the 3.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
All right, Stan, let's put that coaching hat back on you. How in the world would you game plan for a player like Victor Wembanyama?
Well, that's a great question, Kevin, and there are no great answers because he's so good. I think when you're guarding him, you want to be as physical as you can and keep him as far away from the basket as possible to negate his length. Defensively, or when you're on offense, his defense, I think you want to use his instincts to block shots against him, take the ball at him, draw him, and get the ball to open people.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, but if it were that good, it would work more often against a guy that good.
Wembanyama, a screen. Oh, there's the strength training. Wembanyama.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Koulibaly with it. Now defended by Oladipo.
Victor Oladipo. First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for the away team.
That's good from Koulibaly.
Taking 2 shots.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Koulibaly with it. Still scoreless. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. The 3 looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Now, here's Chalmers. Pass to Irving. Here's Mobo.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Mobo with the rebound. Here's Koulibaly. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, 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 yes type of shot.
Pass to Reddish. They set the pick. The kick out to Irving. Here's Mobo. 6 on the shot clock. Now Irving. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Koulibaly. Wembanyama, a screen. Pass to Oladipo. Back to Wembanyama. That one goes. Count it. Wembanyama's got 12.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Left side, Irving to end the run. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Ayton, a screen. 5 on the clock. Irving's shot is good. Irving's got his second basket.
And you can see that backcourt just setting the tone for the entire team.
And stolen by Wright. It's 2-on-1. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Oladipo outside. Driving inside. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And so that brings the first half to a close. They're up by 7. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. And here is Wright. Pass to Ayton. Here's Mobo. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Loads of expectations come with going #1 overall, Stan. We all know that. Just ask DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, Kevin, I think he's become one of the more underrated players in this league. He was the top pick in 2018. People will always measure him against that standard. But look, he's averaged a double-double every season in the league. It's not easy to be that consistent.
Pass to Reddish. Here's Mobo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know what? Nice job there on the attack at the rim, drawing the contact.
For the away team.
And he makes the first.
At the line for 2.
He hits both from the stripe.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Inside. Here's Ellison. And that one, good.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Here's Mobo. And he uses the glass on the layup. Mobo's got 7 points here in this quarter.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Outside Jackson. That's good, and so Chalmers with the assist. Jackson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Pass to Ayton. And he converts the layup.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. And the foul on Cam Reddish. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Now Jackson. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. 2 teammates not on the same wavelength there.
Here's Mobo for the tie. And Jaren Jackson good for 3.
3 points.
Jackson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Chalmers with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Shoots a 3. Ellison, no good. And there's the drive.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. Chalmers with it. He has yet to score. Pass to Jackson. Looking to end the run. Rebounded by Jackson. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. .153 left to play in the third. Howard down after the assist, led him into the lane.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Now, here's Chalmers. Stolen by Chalmers. Pushing it up. It's deflected. Stolen by Jackson. And here's the fast break. And here's Reddish. Outside Jackson. Wide open look. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And they're running. And here we go. Stolen by Jackson. Can they get it? And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And here's the break. Here's Mobo. The layup off target.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's De Silva. Pass to Ellison. Here's De Silva. Scoreless thus far. 2 on the clock. The 3 from Chalmers. We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Irving. And Irving throws it down.
And you love the quick ups, but then how about that explosiveness on the finish? Irving, man, he just has incredible gifts.
Now Chalmers. Jackson looking it over. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Up 6. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. 3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Oladipo with the ball. In the corner, it's Wembanyama. Wembanyama with the aggressive finish.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Chalmers outside. Pass to Irving. On the wing, Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
On the wing, Jackson. Back to Irving. And stolen by Wembanyama. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's Wembanyama. Williams scanning the floor. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim.
Back to Koulibaly. Here's Jackson. To the wing right side. Lets it go from deep. And he's good on the 3 ball.
Oh, that's a terrific pass. Ayton, with the advanced skill level, he's just going to get better with time.
Now here's Williams. And here's Oladipo. Shot clock at 6. Wembanyama, a screen. Oladipo goes in. And finished off by Oladipo.
And there's that signature burst from Oladipo. You know coaches love to see that.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. Now, he heaped praise on the defense. He said, the pressure's great. I love it. Keep making them make mistakes, guys. It's working. He thinks they're on the right track here. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Back to right. It's stolen by Oladipo. Pass to Koulibaly. Outside for Wembanyama. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Outside Williams. And here's Oladipo. Guarded by Wright. Just 5 to shoot. Poked loose. And stolen by Wright.
That's just sloppy. I mean, you can't lose control of the ball like that and let it get back across midcourt.
Yeah, but errors like that happen. The important thing is not to let them compound on you.
Wembanyama, a screen. to Oladipo. 6 to shoot. And he drives in. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
And I love it whenever Oladipo gets tricky with it. Putting on a show for everyone with that one.
And Dr. J slams it in.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. In the corner, it's Coulibaly.
And just a loss of concentration there. And they're going to pay for it with the over and back.
Yeah, you hate to see sloppy, careless play like that. It's so unnecessary.
Down low. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Back to Coulibaly. Clock at 6. Wembanyama, a screen. Wembanyama getting it done inside.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him, but again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
Here's Irving, and then Irving slams it in.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Wembanyama outside. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
4th team foul.
He drops the first one, and that brings them to within 10.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Pass to Ayton. On the wing, Jackson. Three-pointer. That one misses.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within 8. And Coulibaly drops them both. Got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
And always a bit of risk on those long passes. Lucky the D couldn't come up with it there.
Irving for 3. Hits it from three-point range. And so Michael Malone calls a timeout. What's your take, guys?
Licking their wounds. It hasn't come together for them tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.